really need to do this?
I'm live now, Allie, just so you know.
No one's there anyways. They don't even want to come and see.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, look, above the horizon just said hi. Oh, that's me.
Ellie, they're not getting there.
Yeah, Ellie. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Okay, I'm talking to myself. There's 0 people right now.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
I wonder if I could, like... The what? Connected says hello. Hello, Connected. What's up, Tad? Hi, guys. I got a new camera, so it looks a little bit better now, which is great, because my other one was connected to this computer and not so great. But this one's a lot better. Hi, guys. Were you guys in my live stream? It was busy. It was busy tonight. Packed with action, right? Yeah, we had a lot going on. We had some really cool people. We had some not so cool people. We had some heated, almost debate at the end. All in all, win-win. We're out there. We're speaking up for these guys, and we're not holding back. So thanks for Stella. Get down, girl. Oh, gotcha. Hey, what's going on, Lewis? How you doing? Here, let me take the scroll down. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought that there was one really solid conversation with 3 looked like college students, and they really resonated with everything. And I mean, they gave me no pushback. They pretty much agreed with the things that I was mentioning, and I think identified with some of the notions that I was presenting. So it's pretty cool. But do you guys have any questions regarding any of the content that I've been putting out there lately? I mean, if you do, definitely let me know. That's why I'm trying to do these. You'll notice, there was some subject matter tonight. Things came up. Things were addressed. And yeah, I mean, the spirit of activism should be truth, especially vegan activism. So anyway, I'm going to experiment with the lights, and maybe turn these lights down in a second too. But yeah, I thought it was a good outreach. We didn't really have like a crazy amount of people in there, but who cares? Sometimes it'll be whatever, and sometimes it'll be, we'll have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 views. The point of it is that we're out there and we are speaking up and giving them a hardcore hour of our time, and not holding back, right? How you guys doing tonight? Anybody else here see the live stream? It was full of activity. Not many breaks where I was just talking to the camera tonight, which is great. I'm gonna try to turn this light off real quick. Hey, can you turn that light off? Yeah? We're gonna test something real quick. Oh no, the light, not that one over there, right? Oh, is it the other one? Wait, it's fine. You can duck. Go. Okay. Did I try that? Yeah. Oh my God, I love this. All right, we'll go with this. I mean, you guys can see me, right? Yeah, so Annapolis, Lewis, Annapolis. Wow, this looks like dark and ominous. Like I should be telling scary stories or something. Wow. You guys can hear me though, right? Cool. Yeah, I might not be doing like post activism live stream too much more because I get home so late. I think it's kind of cool to have like these kind of convenings. And that's right, Dark Anonymous. Have these convenings and be able to, like, speak about things openly. You know, awful lot of pushback, of course, along the lines of a certain vitamin right now, and I mean, it's just a little frustrating, and it really comes down to, I don't know if anybody saw my post on questioning the authoritative narrative of or the authority narrative of material science, but I put up one of Will Tuttle's quotes. Dark Anonymous is actually, yes, it is. It is a cool name. I put up one of Will Tuttle's quotes from his book, where he very precisely deconstructs material science and how it can be levered against us. And it's kind of like a primary to seeing the whole B12 thing. Like, you're not going to see the whole B12 thing if you're still like allegiant to material science. Like, science, the whole idea in the book Food for Freedom is that science has been captured by materialism, unfortunately, and you can't really count on it for authenticity, integrity, honesty, or real information, just because of how it's kind of used. You know, it's a pretty simple concept, but a lot of people just love following all those plant-based doctors. You know, God love them. I mean, they went through the same indoctrination that all the other MDs go through. That just can't get past that. If we can see over this whole material narrative, then we can start questioning this said entity. Here we go. Big anthem. Thank you and welcome. Hi, can you explain why the B12 book uses a lack of B12 in nature as a pitch when this has been explained as a bacteria culture having been depleted by sanitation and pesticides? It was never in the soil to begin with. It was never there, Vegan Anthem. It was never there. There was a bacteria, a cyanobacteria, that was extrapolated, profiled, and looked at under a microscope by certain scientists working with Merck that mentioned, oh, this is B12. This is what we look for when we look for B12. This can be considered the B12 bacteria, a certain cyanobacteria. But the certain cyanobacteria was actually found in root nodule soil, beans, right? And then Merck went ahead and decided to call one of their supplements cyanocobalamin, with cyano meaning to signal cyanobacteria when actually it signals cyanide. Very deceptive, kind of low, terrible, just very evil, predatory move on their part. Yeah, so there's no B12 in nature. This doesn't exist. I don't know if you read the book. Did you read the book yet? It sounds like you actually touched into it. Yeah, I used to say the same thing. It's been depleted by sanitation, pesticides, etc. And I could believe that. And I could believe that B12 was in certain odd things like spirulina, water-based vegetables. But then I realized, after just looking at its history, that it's not. It was never a thing. It's not real. It's all based on a lie. And it all hails from industry. So I don't know what to tell you, but definitely just read the book. I mean, we've tried getting the book out to quite a few people, and some people are like, oh yeah, I got to chapter 10, then I stopped. Sorry, I just believe in B12. But it's not in the soil. Never was. That's the thing. It was never in the soil. There's cyanobacteria that exist, but there's no B12. It was something that initially was spearheaded by the using of cow's liver, and Merck trying to find ways to monetize everything about the animal. So all this basically worshiping and following and telling people to take B12 only honors animal agriculture and pharma and vivisection, and we might have good intentions, but we're honoring those said things when we are championing and telling people to take B12. It's not. B12 is not demonstrably from soil and nature. It's not. You know, it's not. Don't believe everything you've been told. There's no precision to it, extrapolation of something called B12 in nature. It doesn't exist. I get it. Trust me, I get it. In the beginning, I was 100% a little dismissive over being presented with the other side of the conversation. A little resistant, and I kind of was like, I don't think so. But you know, as vegans, we have open minds, right? It's one of the prerequisites, I think, that goes to being a vegan is you have this open mind. Like, don't question or don't. We shouldn't just follow orders from science, from industry, from money-making entities. So it's never been extrapolated and looked at and said to be B12 from the soil. And if you're reading that, it's coming from a source that's been shored up by some interest. It's not there. It never was. Anyway. So guys, I'm going to do 20 minutes. What do you guys think of this backdrop? It kind of looks dark and mysterious. I can't stay up for too long. Because my family's trying to go to bed. And, it is getting kind of late. So, but yeah, definitely check out the book. Don't be like these other, like, Vegan Gains. I don't know if you guys follow Vegan Gains. I mean, he made some video on me. I'd love to show it in another live stream where he's defending B12, you know, with his life. I mean, just the idiocy coming out of his mouth. But he put me up there in one of my videos, just totally, you know, he's like, you know, this guy should die, jump in front of a truck. He's a piece of shit. He was getting so mad, like a little 5-year-old. You know, these are the people defending freaking B12 without even knowing, and reading the history. You know, it was just unbelievable. Yeah, he can be a huge dick. Yeah, but we'll see. I sent the video that I filmed with Anthea to Gary Yourofsky. He got it, so I'm hoping he looks over it and he'll check out the book. Sent it to a bunch of other people. We sent the book to a bunch of people. So it's really just about time, because I mean, it's not going to change. That my position is not going to change, and you know, the truth isn't. It's not really going to go anywhere. It's just going to be there waiting for everybody. I mean, I just can't believe that we're going to reference and just really just look at science's law and not question, you know, what may be architected to deliberately fearmonger us. I don't know if you guys saw some of the conversation tonight, but B12 came up twice. And I talked about how in 1944, I believe it was 44, that Donald Watson coined B12. Very conveniently thereafter, in 1948, they were studying pernicious anemia and said, oh my gosh, this is kind of opportunistic. Why don't we call this B12, giving it a signal that it's necessary for people that don't eat meat, cheese, milk, or eggs. And that transpired. That dynamic transpired. And ever since, you know, people are very just sold on it. Like, we're entranced. Like, we can't see outside the parameters. Vegan Anthem, that would be, you know, something. I mean, here's what I would do, though. Here's what I would want. I would want the metrics that we're looking at B12. We would know the absolute on that, because, you know, when you go to a doctor and you get tested for B12, you're not getting tested for something out of the soil or extrapolated from the soil. You're getting tested against a synthetic, their product that they build, that they make. So, of course, if you take a test and none of their products in your blood, of course you're going to be B12 deficient. And of course the fix is going to be that if you take some of their product, you're going to be not B12 deficient. It doesn't take rocket science. It's just they very cleverly guised this dynamic and tricked a bunch of people to, have the posturing that, oh God, my friend was deficient. Then all of a sudden he took B12 and now he's better, not knowing that underlying the whole thing is a crooked whole process. Gigliardo. The book is called The Enigma of B12, Nature's Greatest Mistake, and it is written by Anthea V. Hayes. You can find it on Amazon. It's just a history book. Connected, I believe in God, but not in the traditional sense, like a secular kind of God. I believe, and we can call it God, we can call it consciousness, we can call it a big awareness. I believe there's more to us than meets the eye, but I don't believe in a secular God at all. I think that was created by man, unfortunately. But yeah, so we'll let Vegan Gains keep being his little childish self. He's not an activist. He never goes out and speaks up. He's just a coward that sits in a chair and spews nonsense and gets attention. I don't know why. Love to see him on the street one day. Don't think he could hang. If it's true, we're waiting for decades to be accepted. Just look at veganism. It has been waiting patiently on the fringes forever. You're absolutely right. Carrie Everlasting, she knows. She doesn't take B12, and she knows. And she told me when I first started down this path that it's going to take a while for people to accept this. It's going to take a while. So I mean, she's been in my live stream since the beginning. I understand that. And I get that. There's the 3 stages of truth, right? You got 1, ridicule. You got 2, violent opposition. You got 3, acceptance. And eventually we will accept it. We will not be honoring industry and material science and money-making endeavors and paying homage to vivisection and animal agriculture without even really knowing it. But that's what we're doing. When you are a proponent for B12, you're paying homage to animal agriculture and vivisection. And as a vegan, I don't think that's what we believe in, right? Yes. I haven't taken it for, I don't know. I mean, I was taking it on and off. I'd say I really stopped in December, something like that. I was taking it like maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. Sometimes I'd go a few weeks without it. I'm not a big fan of putting cyanide and cobalt and extrapolated sewage sludge bacteria into my vessel anymore. I was happy to do it then, and I was happy to defend it on the street too. I was happy to tell people it's not in the soil anymore because of current sanitation processes and pesticides. I was happy to do that. I was happy to defend it. I really was. But it just takes an open mind. And, we were all not vegan before somebody interfaced us. Sometimes it takes a vessel of truth, be it a person, be it a video, be it, you name it, to lead you to see above things. Vegan Anthem. You got to read the book. I can tell you haven't read it. It'll tell you everything about cobalt. Yeah, but it really is only called B12 if it has a cobalt aggregate. The metal. Scary shit. Anyway, I'm gonna do another minute, guys. I told fam I do 20 minutes, and I'll start doing more little hangouts like this. I don't know if I'll be doing it post-activism, but yeah, thanks to everybody who was there. It got a little heated tonight on the street. we definitely talked to a whole bunch of people, which was cool. Right on. See, Tad, isn't that a bellwether, right? It's like, it's, there's 100 symptoms of B12 deficiency, 100. And there's more and more and more that just keep coming out. It's like there's new releases, all kinds of crazy symptoms that just keep popping up. And it's like Windex for my big fat Greek wedding. Apparently B12 fixes everything. It'll fix all these crazy deficiencies, all these crazy symptoms. Oh, hi. I can never. Takeuchi-san, nice to see you. Thank you. Vegan anthem. I am more scared. We tell vegans not to take B12 when it could be unhealthy, and B12 is in the soil. Sounds completely uncontroversial scientifically. Yeah, but I mean, it's easy to say that vegan anthem because it's kind of a low-hanging fruit. It's dangerous. We shouldn't be telling vegans. It's really easy. Everybody thinks the same thing. That's the vegan hive mind right now, right? It takes kind of some courage to stand against that and say, F that. I'm going to be different. I'm not going to listen to these narratives. And I'm going to do what's better for my health. Because I'd contest that it's more dangerous to take the damn pill. Putting cobalt and cyanide and extrapolated who knows bacteria into your body from sewage, sludge, GMO waste, and dairy waste. That's terrible. And putting that in your body on a compounded basis, no, it can't be a good thing. Image-controlled mental midget. Vegans want to be stewards for the other animals. Flesh eaters want to oppress. Exactly. 100%. Stewards, protectors, guardians. We want to be defenders. We are defenders. And we are defenders of truth, too. I'm fine without it. I just get scared into taking it by overwhelming consensus. I know. And consensus, don't listen to consensus. Probably is a bunch of big fat white dudes that just care about money. They're not vegan. They're scientists. Scientists aren't vegan, guys. They don't have the ethos, the primary ethos. 99% of them aren't vegan. So why are we going around trusting people that don't even have that deep ethical purity as a prerequisite? We're going and we're referencing people consensus that it has a very non-vegan underlying to it. So we have to look at that too. Consensus, always question consensus. In fact, Tad, if you can, check out the post that I did earlier today. It's a quote from Will Tuttle's Food for Freedom. It's about consensus, so definitely check that out. I see conspiratorial mind is also very problematic. Okay, Vegan Runner says, yo, the author didn't like that veganism would be unnatural. Okay, so you watched the video. I'm happy for that. Everyone exploits animals, so it doesn't sound unlikely who made B12 would do so also. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the whole, not really sure what you're trying to say there. Hey, James, or hi, Vegan Runner, how you doing? Takeuchi-san says, we seriously don't need to eat animals. We can live extremely healthy without it. 100%. Oh, nice. 10K in 43? 10K in 43 minutes? Not bad at all. What was your pace? Pace sounds formidable. Pace sounds good. Yeah, she was basically questioning and saying that, she felt that her diet's not unnatural because it's, people I talk to on the street, people that argue against veganism will always say, well, you have to take supplements, so your diet is not natural. And I think she's coming from the spirit of that, really. Yeah, I mean, B12 was very cleverly architected, devised, created as a fear-mongering campaign. And they were inspired by the likes of Edward Bernays, who modeled out amazing vessels of deceit and deception around that time. They used his blueprint as their model to fear-monger vegans into thinking they need to take this cobalt cyanide and extrapolated bacteria from all kinds of shite. 650, not bad. Not bad. That's awesome. You're faster than me. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you. Takeuchi-san. Pardon me if I said that wrong. Keep it going, brother. Stamina is key. consider having Doyle von Frankenstein of the Misfits on. He's vegan for many years. Will boost ratings too. Okay, I don't really care about ratings, but I appreciate that. Cyanide content was apparently very negligible. Cyanide's in there, and it's still in there, and even in the methylcobalamin, it's still in there. So it's something we're literally putting into our body. We're putting cyanide into our body, dude. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. But what was I gonna say? It was gonna. Oh yeah, and just so you know, guys, I hate to talk smack about another channel, but be very wary of the channel Vegan Linked. Scary, scary, rabid defense of putting cyanide, cobalt, and other bacteria into your body. I mean, it's just, I don't get it. There must be some underlying money motive there. But I had a conversation or a quip with the runner of that channel, and it was terrible. I don't understand why people defend animal agriculture proxies and vivisection proxies. It's just a little scary, guys. All right, guys, I got to get ready to go. I've eclipsed my 20 minutes. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody here. Thanks for being in the live stream. Anyway, this was great. We'll see you guys in the next live stream next week. I'll be doing like something else like this probably during the week, but during the day. Yeah, you know, let's go defend these animals. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Takeuchi-san. I appreciate that. And thank you for being vegan, and thank you for everything you guys do. And just have a great night. And you know, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy this weather. I hope you're getting good weather. I'm getting good weather. All right, everybody. Have a great night. I'm tuning out. I'm gonna get ready to watch a movie and head off to bed. All right, guys. Take care.